I want to be
Coming back to you, now as you may recall from the last video, we've acquired now this duplex, and what I liked about it was the location, excellent location right near Midtown Sacramento. It was a light cosmetic fixer, so I got room to do some improvements, which I did. I was able to raise rents, and when you do these things, you're going to increase the value of your property. The fifth thing I'll talk about here is rubs. Okay, so these rents were only about $750 per side, and these are just one-bedroom units, but this is in such a high-demand area. I knew the market at that time. I knew these were way below market. This person moved out either shortly before or after I closed escrow, so I was able to renovate, fix, paint, put all new landscaping, did really nice. I spent a lot of money. I spent maybe $10,000 or $15,000. Used my credit cards and some of the cash I got from one of those previous cash out refis that I did. I talked about in the previous video. And this couple here, very nice people, but I fixed up their unit, and so this one I raised to $1,500. New people moved in, and at that time rent control had not come in. So you know, when you start from ground zero, it's a new person coming in. You charge whatever you want, charge the traffic will bear. This was kind of tough. You know, I felt a little bit bad about it because I was going to double their rent, but I knew that somebody's subsidizing them, and I didn't want it to be me. I mean, when I'm doing charity, I do charity. When I'm running a business, I'm running a business, and this is business. So we gave them the notice to $1,500. I thought they were going to move for a minute, but they looked around and saw where they were going to have to go. They didn't want to go to those neighborhoods they were going to have to go. It's just the realities of the market. So we did that. Now, I paid $650. And in about 2.5 months, my agent tells me now your property's worth, I'm sorry, my bad. I paid $450. In 2.5 months, my agent said that property's now worth $575. Okay? So you just created out of thin air all of that equity. $575 minus $450, $125,000. So you can't do this anymore in California because you can't raise at this magnitude. But one of the reasons I got out of California long-term rentals, this is a long-term rental, is because they don't allow you to use your private properties you see fit. The government wants to tell you how much you can charge, who you can rent to, and how long they can stay there. This really takes the private out of private property. I really think it's unconstitutional and illegal unless somebody wants to take it to court. The government usually gets their way. Rubs is where the utilities cost often on these duplexes in and around that area are about $200, $250 a month. So if you put in your provisions in your lease, your rental agreement, that at any time a notification, you pass those on to your tenants, and you get $250 a month extra to your bottom line. Now you're making, what, $1,750? $1,750. So when the time comes to sell or trade, you've got more equity in your property here. I think I can use this as an example of what we call a BRRRR. Some of you have heard about that, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Anyway, ended up doing a tax-free exchange out of state, because again, didn't like the change in law and moved that money to another deal. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.
Had too much wine, that's amore.